The Newleaf Podcast. Project Management Insights. Be assured.
Hello guys, we're here, we're back again. Welcome to, I believe this is the third episode of the Newleaf Podcast. Woo-hoo!
Come on.
And we're back again. I go by the name Tolu, your host with the most, you don't know. And we're back with two of my very good friends. If we start ladies first, am I right? We've got Anna. I call her Anna Rita.
Hi everyone, my name's Hannah. And I'm excited.
You excited? Okay, you better be.
Hopefully you don't shock me, but
Nah.
I'm excited to see what's in store for us.
Okay, now. Okay. And I've got my boy, Ade. How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
Oh, not bad. So, Ade, I've known Ade for quite some time now, and Ade is a legendary contractor. All right, cool. So basically, right, I know my right here works in project management. She's a PMO, and Ade on my left here is a software tester. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so in case you guys don't know what software testers do, they are the people that test. Ask me later. Yeah. So basically, just before we go into what I have in store for us today, because I don't sleep. Yeah. So I have things I think about, and then I just decide, you know what? Let me bring in some of my friends. Let's just have a chat, because this is really what this is about. Okay. So let's go straight into the icebreaker questions.
Let's go.
So, if you were stuck on an island, what 3 items would you take? Now, it can't be my son, my daughter. It can't be.
Really?
It can't be my partner. It can't be any of that, right? And the way we're going to do this is, you don't tell me all 3 things at once. So you go first,
Okay.
and then Ade will go next to ensure that you guys are not copying each other. Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
So, ladies first.
Okay. First thing I'll take is a packet of crisps.
Random. What flavor?
Ready salted Walkers, because I have to eat something to keep myself alive.
And a packet of crisp is what you would take to keep you alive.
Because it's easy, it's quick on the go, it's salty as well. Even though
Okay.
it will increase my cholesterol, but it would keep me awake, alert. So if the foxes come for me in the night,
Oh my
I'm ready
god.
to run.
Oh my
I'm
god.
running like a cheetah down the island. So crisp, ready salted Walker's crisp.
Walker's
to be
crisp.
Specific.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Ade, what would you have? What would you
I'll go
take?
for water.
Water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can survive a long time with water.
Just water, yeah?
Yeah. Well,
No
I'll be
food?
hungry. Yeah, I mean, you can survive a long time with water. I don't know how, but I think water is a good choice.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next, what's your second item, Anna?
I would say a tracksuit.
Oh my god. Okay. What's the thinking behind that?
No, reason being is if it's late at night and I need to sleep, at least I know I don't need to waste time grabbing a blanket and pillow. I can use a comfy tracksuit to keep me warm and cozy
Okay.
whilst I sleep.
Okay. You
I'm
wouldn't
trying to be
you wouldn't have a
tough.
blanket and pillow anyway.
Yeah, so that's why I'll take a
Take a tracksuit,
'cause
so
the
at least you're
hood
warm.
is my pillow.
Okay. Oh,
And,
okay.
and the trousers is basically my blanket.
Have you gone camping before?
Yes, I have.
No wonder.
So I'm kind of tactical.
Okay, so a packet of crisps and then a tracksuit.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah, with the hoodie for my pillow.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Nice. I'm learning new things. Ade, what would you take?
Protein.
Protein. Well, like protein shake, protein bar, kidney.
Meat. Let's say goat meat.
Goat-
Yeah,
ah,
I'm
goat
carrying
meat.
with me. You know, I become a what's that guy in the Bible?
Oh my god, goat
I'll
meat.
carry goat, a live goat, so I can kill it.
This is the Nigerian man coming out of him. He said, I'm taking asun. Taking
I'm
asun.
on that journey. Huh?
All right, okay, no problem. Water and asun.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have that. And Anna, what's your last one?
I would say my last one has to be avocado, because apparently that's one food that you can live off eating the whole day for the rest of your life, and you will live.
For real?
Yes.
Avocado.
Yes.
Mm.
Google it. I
I'll
might be wrong, but we
Google
can
it,
bet on it. We can bank on it.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I hear that, I
Avocado.
hear that, I hear that. Okay, thank you. And Ade, final one?
Can I ask you a question before
Yeah.
is it cold wherever we're going? This island or is it a mountain, wherever?
I'll say it's cold.
I think a jacket would be good.
A jacket,
Yeah.
just so
And
that
you
you
was
can
cussing
sleep
me about
cozy
my
at night.
A jacket would do.
Because obviously, like the tracksuit was like, tracksuit, why? But okay, but
Same
when you explained
category.
it, when you explained it, yeah, it made sense. It made sense. Okay, all right, cool. At least we know that you guys will survive
Yeah.
for some
Hopefully.
time.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Till
Fingers
rescue
crossed.
comes.
Till rescue goes. All right, cool, good stuff. I've got one more.
Okay.
This one is quite controversial, but I'm a controversial guy. Okay. Faith,
Faith,
or do you believe in faith or do you believe in luck? So faith meaning do you believe in God, or luck meaning do you believe in hard work? So if say you got your jobs today, you're doing very well at work, you're getting the promotions, everything is going well in your life. Are you of the school of thought that it's because God is on my side, I pray to God and God did it for me? Or are you of the school of thought that actually I worked hard for it, so I deserve it? Who wants to go first?
Ladies.
No,
Sure.
by all means, either way.
I mean, looking at it from this angle, I have faith,
Mm-hmm.
but then again, when you look at luck, for example, luck, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is luck? If we think about it, luck is opportunity meets
So prepare when you're
opportunity.
prepared.
Yeah, when
and-
you're prepared. So you're prepared, and there's luck. So for example, if you look at, the industry we're in, for example,
Mhm.
if you're a hardworking person,
Mhm.
it's no mathematics that you're
You
bound to
succeed.
be promoted or you're extended on your contract, for example.
Okay.
Or if you're laid back and you're just chilling, they announce tasks on your team's meeting, you're just there and you're like not picking up work. What could happen to you? What are the chances of them getting rid of you over someone that's always willing to, put in that extra bit of work into it? So sometimes I think is more hard work over luck, because you can't be a laid back person and expect luck to be on side.
Or faith.
Or
So
faith
is that-
even. So it's like you're praying. A man that prays with no work is worthless. Do you know?
Fair.
It's like you sit at home and say, right, I'm going to make $1 million today. But what are you actually doing to make that $1 million, for example?
Okay.
You just sitting back, expecting something to come to you. It's never going to happen.
Okay. So basically, right. So there are two sides of the spectrum. So there's faith, meaning that you trust that every single step or the progress that you make in your life, you're attributing it to God,
Yeah.
or your religion. And there's hard work, which is the fact that you did. It was all you're doing and you worked hard.
I think if you've got the faith and no work, then your faith is pointless, really.
Okay. All right. Okay, I won't push it any further. I was
No,
trying
you
to
can.
get you.
You can.
Because I
but
want you to
that's
choose
my-
one.
Okay,
One.
choose one. I think, it's tricky, but I think I'll
Hope
pick
your
hard
church
work.
pastor is not watching this.
Well, I think I'll pick hard work.
Hard work, yeah. All right, cool. Nice one. Anna?
With me, I was actually gonna pick both of them because I was stuck in between both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think faith. I do believe pray without season. So, faith allows you to have perseverance to get what you want at the end of your
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah.
However, for me, with luck, I feel like sometimes opportunity comes out of the moments that you're working hard and you're not being seen. All of a sudden, a lucky opportunity comes to you.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So that's what I said is in between. However, I would always stick to faith
Yeah.
because I feel like faith is the starting point to achieve your goal. And if you continue having faith, you then persevere through everything you go through because your standing ground is faith.
Yeah.
Fair
Okay. 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 I hear that. I hear that. I mean, okay. I was gonna say something. But
You don't
I
need to
was,
push it.
I'm
I
not. I'm not
think
gonna
it's
push
fine.
it.
You don't need to push
Yeah,
it.
basically, right, for me, if someone asks me that question, 100% it will be faith for me, and I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because basically, for me, faith is like the foundation of everything. Okay, um, what is the difference between you working a 9 to 5, being a contractor, and getting a decent amount of money? So if you compare yourself with a builder, he's also hardworking as well, but he's hardworking doing whatever is not paying him as much as. I mean, builders in this country actually make a whole lot of money. But let's say, okay, builders or laborers in Nigeria,
Yeah.
right? Those guys work hard,
Mm.
yeah, but they are working hard doing the wrong thing.
Facts, yeah.
Do you understand? So, yeah. All right, cool. One more icebreaker.
Sorry, before we move on.
Yeah, okay,
Can I just-
okay.
Going back to this faith stuff.
Yeah.
What I want to clear is my faith with no work. Is there any?
I mean,
Is there,
you
is there
can't
a
have
road
faith
at the
with
end
no
of
work.
that tunnel?
No, there's no road at the end of the tunnel, right? But okay, so look at it this way. Okay, you can have faith, yeah. If you don't work hard, nothing may come out of it, right? But I've seen people, I know a lot of people that have faith
I know work.
and just put in a little bit of work, and they're always smiling. Always, like, I know so many people. I can count them on like 10 fingers and 10 toes.
But that's when I would argue and say that people in those situations, when they're at home, their level of faith, the level of their dedication to have that spiritual connection with God and trusting in God throughout their journey.
It's hard
maybe-
work.
Exactly.
Fair.
Exactly.
So it still boils down to
So
it still boils down to
it's
hard work, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. That one was a bit controversial, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
I know some people are gonna.
Some people are going to be like, "What? You don't believe in God?" Ah!
I believe in God. Just for the disclaimer.
We all believe in God, yeah.
We're godly children.
Yeah. So, final icebreaker, which will lead us nicely into what I've been thinking about: career, meaning your 9 to 5 versus business. I asked this on the last episode.
Oh God.
Who wants to go first?
Ladies first. Come on.
Okay, I
Let's do it.
don't mind. So I feel like career versus your 9 to 5 versus your
Business.
business.
Yeah.
Okay. So in my perspective, I feel like I've made both of them work hand in hand and benefit both. I let it benefit both of my journeys.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, being a PMO, there's certain attributes in terms of planning, leading a team, being innovative, being a trusted colleague in your team. I've taken those skills and I've said, okay, I want to build a hair business, which is Chem Wigs. So I sell blunt cut wigs for women that want a hairstyle ready on a go. And when it came to the planning stage of the business, I didn't know where to start. I didn't want to be those businesses that, oh, I had an idea, let me go and open Instagram. And when people DM me, I sell to them like that. That's not
lazy, yeah?
That's lazy.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's a proper way to manage your business. So I had to take what I saw my project manager doing in terms of planning the whole scope of the business,
Gang.
the different sprints, because it was an agile working environment. And I said to myself,
them.
okay, what's my overall goal for this business?
Okay.
In the quarters between in the year, what do I want to achieve? With that being said, what's my budget? I started breaking it down like as if I was on a project within my working environment.
Yeah.
And when I started to notice that I was using templates in my workplace and using it for my business, I started to understand how I can upscale my business and make it more profitable and expand the margins, and seeing where I can input my money in different areas to build the marketing strategy for my business. So I don't think it's versus each other. I think they work hand in hand if you make the skills that you have applicable to both.
To both. Okay.
You've got to manage how do you have time for work and still use that energy and bring that to your own personal side hustle. But I always say sometimes it goes down to time management and your drive. Because a lot of people want to start a new business, a business on the side, and the first thing they do, oh, my 9 to 5, I can't stop my 9 to 5, it's paying. I feel like the millionaires in this world don't have two heads. They had to tell themselves, what's the first thing? The determination, I want it to work. And if you want it to work, you create a plan around that, and you I would say discipline yourself to make it work and create that plan in order to exceed your potential to achieve your goal.
Okay.
And that's why I always tell myself discipline, dedication, and drive. DDD. So
discipline, dedication, and drive. Gang.
So I don't put them head to head. I transfer the skills, and I feel like that's even key as a PMO, because you're going to be wearing different hats at different points within your projects at work.
Okay.
And I do the same with my own personal business.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, if I'm going to get you to choose one. So, okay. So, the end goal. What is the end goal? Career or business?
The end goal
Just.
is old.
I don't want your explanation.
It's hard, Tolu. The reason why it's hard is because genuinely there's people out there that enjoy their 9 to 5.
Yeah, I can't.
Like me.
You
Enjoy your 9 to 5. You don't sleep. I enjoy my 9 to 5, and I enjoy my side hustle because it's therapeutic for me.
Okay.
It's my getaway from my child, and I can focus and be in my own element.
Okay.
So I kind of put it all together in one bubble, and I let it work together so it doesn't become a burden to my life. But I get what you mean in terms of the end goal. The end goal, obviously, I do want to own my own business and be running my own business. But at the moment, I'm actually enjoying the fact that I have a 9 to 5 that contributes to the success of my business.
Okay. I'll accept that.
Thank you.
Ade, what are you saying?
Yeah, you know what? I agree with everything you're saying.
Thank you.
I really do. However,
however.
we work in similar industry but doing different roles, right?
Yeah.
I am a contractor, and I've done that I started contracting in 2014. And what I realized over the years is you are replaceable, right? In a working environment. So when I started working, I always said to myself, you know what? I need to start my own business, because the moment I'm replaceable, they're nice to you at work. They tell, this guy's the best. You're this, you're that. But the moment they want to replace you, it happens in a flash, and there's nothing you can do about it. People will turn their back on you. Not intention, it's business, right? The business doesn't need your skill sets. You've not upskilled yourself. They found a young guy there that has the skills that they need going forward. They will replace you.
Yeah, easy.
Simple as, right?
Easy.
So in my industry, I'm a software test analyst. Software test analysts are like gatekeepers. We're the last stage of any software development phase, either from initiation to development. Name all the guys. We are the guys at the end. We're the gatekeepers. We're the ones that validate everything else and tick the box and say, right, this is done, this is done. The moment that goes wrong, who do they point fingers at?
Obviously,
They point at the testers. No one cares whether the dev guy or the BA has done something wrong. Yeah, they got it wrong, but you can't really spot that through that journey. You spot it once you go into production or UAT, and they say, then the testers check it. But then again, the requirement was wrong. So we've done testing based on an inaccurate requirement. So therefore, yes, they might point fingers at the BAs or the dev guys, but the first person they're pointing fingers at is the testing.
Yeah, because
right?
How did it slip through you?
And testing, a lot of times, unfortunately, I don't know about anyone's industry, but from my experiences, we almost don't have a say in the project planning. per se.
Yeah,
That's I mean, it depends on the industry, but most time we're not involved. The PMOs, all of those guys go talk in isolation.
No, that's
they
true.
just give us the requirement. We're just like, how do I put it? We're like silent. We're like dummies that just wait, and you say, right, here you go. It's time for you to do your stuff, and we go ahead and do our stuff. Once it goes wrong, they're pointing fingers at you. Now, I just digress a little bit. My point here is, I love my job. I love what I do. The fact that I find issues and I raise them and I chase people, that gives me buzz for my job. The fact that I find issues alone is a buzz for me. I get excited, like, yes, I can say this is wrong.
Productive.
Yes, it means I'm doing my
Yeah,
job,
yeah.
right? And my boss is like that. All right, this guy is on point. He knows what he's doing. He's doing the right thing. But my point is, you're replaceable. In my career, I'm replaceable. Every day I go into, I work from home. I work remotely, but my perspective of work these days is take every day as your last day. I'm not saying I want to go to work and they tell me I'm fired, but I take every day as my last day because nothing is guaranteed. And when I say I take every day as my last day, it means I'm planning ahead. If I can take every day as my last day, trust me, I've got plan B. I've got exit criteria to say, right, if you get rid of me, I'm going somewhere else. I've got that plan in place. Hence why I have my side hustle, and I'm always looking for work. I'm always looking for every avenue to maximize my potential, right? So for me, Tolu, it's, you asked the question, whether career or
business.
Business. I'll say business.
You focus on your business, yeah.
Okay. I focus on work, but I'd also focus on my business.
I had a point.
Okay.
You raised something that was quite interesting in terms of going into the business and you being disposable at any point in time. But some people would challenge and say that, yes, that may be right. However, it's you as an individual for you to go out and seek those opportunities. For example, I'm a PMO, and as a PMO, I've already seeked the opportunity to go for agile training, Safe 5 specifically, certified Scrum Master, all these kind of stuff. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want my skill set to allow me to branch into different roles.
Absolutely.
Before being a PMO, I actually did BA work, and that leveraged me in terms of my PMO skill set.
Yeah.
So I just feel like I think in general, when you start picking career or business, I always see it as look at the individual itself. People sometimes want the lazy option out, where they say, do you know what? I'm disposable, so when they get rid of me, okay, I'll just sit back and think of an idea. When the idea fails, guess what happens? They go back on LinkedIn, look for a job or job serve. They will go back. But however, you know yourself and you know your capacity. You know what you can achieve. You have years of respectable experience. So you know the opportunities you need to seek, that if tomorrow job said, bye-bye, this person is calling for me. So that's why I always say it always depends on the individual, because I've met people that they give their life and soul to their job, but they have nothing to show for it. And that's why I always say you can't be that individual that stands in that corner that doesn't have nothing.
You gotta make an impact.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So you guys are both on the fence here, because you both love your jobs, which is respectable. And you both agree that it's good to have a business on the side, which is one of the reasons why I brought you two here today. Okay. So before I kind of like dive into the questions I have, Chem Weeks, do you want to tell us what Chem Weeks is all about?
So basically, Chem Weeks was birthed when I had a child. I had trouble getting ready quickly. So one thing that I was good at was making wigs by myself. So I started wearing bob wigs quite frequently. People used to ask me, "Oh, who did your hair? Who did your hair?" I said, "Me." Yeah, you can pay me. And then I decided to go ahead and open my business this year on my birthday. Called Chem Wigs. We cater for women on the go, specifically that want. That's fine. We can cater. We can customize for them. That's But it's a blunt cut wig, shoulder length, minimal styling required, easy to maintain, and women can wear it on the go without worrying about whether their wigs are high or they need to straighten it or curl it. It's already set style
Okay.
on the go.
Okay.
So yeah, I just want to make women feel like they don't need to over try or feel over pressure to fit into the new beauty standards of today. I
Okay.
want them to know that the wig makes you fit in and you still look equally beautiful when you're out.
Okay. Interesting. So how can they find you?
So www.kemwigs.com, and I'm on Instagram kemwigs, and you can find me on Twitter kemwigs. And yeah, I have all reels, videos of how to use the wigs, the different techniques to put on your wigs, and soon we'll be launching product lines to maintain your wig and your hair underneath the wig. So that's going to be coming soon this year. So don't be afraid to send me a DM if you want to talk to me personally. I'm open for conversation.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Amazing.
Or you can reach out through us and we just charge our commission. I mean, easy peasy. All right, nice one, Anna. Ade,
What's
Thanks.
up?
businessman. So what business do you do, sir? Tell us.
Right. I run a brand called Dominant One.
Okay.
Mainly focused on headwear, baseball caps, and yeah, this is one of our modules. Dominant One. You can, first of all, www.dominant1.co.uk.
Okay.
We are on Instagram and TikTok.
Okay.
Instagram handle is dominant1 _.
Okay.
TikTok handle is dominant1 _.
Okay.
Mainly focused on hats. Started in about 4 years ago,
Right.
and business is good. Been selling. People are patronizing us, and we try to keep getting better.
Okay.
See, I'm
That's
wearing one
good.
of the hats here, so
There you
go
go.
on
Dominant1.co.uk.
purchase your hat.
You don't know. Dominant1.co.uk. Mic drop. All right. Cool. Good stuff. So, guys, I've got my two friends here, right? Really, really successful in their careers and doing very well in business as well. Okay. Now, in your working environment, have you ever had a time where it's been really, really hard? Maybe like when you started your business, for example, where you started your business, right? Obviously, you'll be in the scoping phase, trying to figure out how things are going to work out. Did it ever affect your ability to perform at work? Please, no one should come and tell me, oh, yeah, I was Superman. No, I had everything on the plan.
Absolutely.
Right? So let's just be vulnerable as possible, because like the guys out here need to know exactly how it is. Because the main objective of this, by the way, just before we start, is to let people know that you do not necessarily need to quit your job to start a business.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Oh.
you don't need to do this.
Do not quit your job.
Yeah, do not quit your job. And even though you've got a business and you think, oh, this business isn't really paying the bills, it's okay to actually get a job, but do not forget your business. Still keep riding along with your business. Okay. So we're going to hear from two very successful professionals here, and you guys should stay clued in. So Ade.
How has my business, work affected? Yeah.
Has it affected it? How and then?
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
So there was a time I was sort of planning out the products we're gonna have, deciding colors, etc. And I was on my 9-to-5 job, and it was quite demanding. And this was through COVID as well, right? And you get a message from your supplier saying we're going to hold your product back 4 months because they cannot produce, and you've planned for the year, you've paid for everything, you scheduled in time where you're going to do photo shoots because your products are going to land on this day, and that actually can ruin your day, because you almost can't focus on your work because you're thinking, hold on, this amazing product I'm trying to work on, I've set out that, okay, an estimate of, right, I'm going to receive the product on this day, and a message just pops up on your personal computer while you're working saying, oh, we cannot deliver because of COVID-19, the factory has shut down. And you're thinking, what do I do here? But hey, what do? I just kind of go through my thought process, and I get up the next day, carry on as normal. Yes, the thought is still on the back of my mind, but I think we have to get to a point of having a tough skin. You know, you can't give up on yourself regardless of what happened. And I think
Did it affect your working day that day?
Yeah, it did. Absolutely.
How?
Because I was looking forward to something.
Yeah.
And you'd suddenly tell me that's not gonna happen. I don't know if you. I don't know how to explain it. It's
There was
something
no contingency plan.
there's an expectation that this XYZ should happen, and someone tells you, "Sorry, mate, it's not gonna happen."
Yeah.
And this is something you're looking forward to. At night, you go to bed, you think about it. You're excited for yourself. You smile sometimes. People are like, "Dude, why are you happy?" And you're like, "Don't worry, I'm just happy." and they look
You're
at you
even
like,
telling
"This
your
guy's
friends that
weird.
hat's coming
This
out."
guy's weird. This guy's weird. This guy's weird." Just laughing all this stuff, but they don't understand. And then you've promised some people.
Yeah.
They've asked you, "Dude, man, I saw the picture you did. When is?" I said, "Dude, on the 25th. Come on, give me 2 weeks. It's gonna land."
You will put at your watch.
And then you see them, they ask you, they look at you like, "This guy is not a serious businessman."
It's the 27th.
And
What's going on?
It's not your fault. You know, certain things just happen. Certain forces just try to drag you down. But you know what? The God we serve is a living God. Hey, Pastor,
This is Mr. Hardwork. He just ran to God. He just ran to God in trouble. There's nothing but God, my people.
So, also another way, you know, my business affects my work is, you know, I self-started this business. You know, I'm so proud of it. Self-start, no sponsorship, nothing, all self-funded. But even when the goods come, sometimes you get people tell you, "I'm at Heathrow now. I need 20 pieces." And you know what? This is good money. Yes, normally I prefer people to go online and buy ends who have a website, but we still have our stubborn people because they know you. They know you personally. They say, "Guy, are you not going to bring it? I'm going to you know." So you don't, and you know, in business you don't want to. They say you can offend people, but you want to be very careful how you do your business. You're a new business. Sometimes the sacrifice you gotta pay. You gotta go where your customers are. They don't. No one knows you. You sometimes you have to. You're not Nike. You're not Adidas.
Yeah.
Where, to be honest, those guys don't care. Buy or don't buy. Their customers, people are buying from them. Right? Me, I'm a new business. I have to put my products in the faces of my customers. So this guy called me and said, "I'm flying in the next 4 hours. Is there any chance you can bring the product to Heathrow?" You know, he was nice about that. "Can you bring it? You know, he showed me the stuff." And he was ordering for his friends, and I don't know. He ordered quite a few products, and I thought, you know what, it's worth me going. This was like at 2:00 in the afternoon, and I had to deliver. I was still at work. What did I do? I carried my laptop in the car. I tethered my laptop to my phone, and just attended a few meetings, and just, you know, you just work with it as a hustler.
Multitasking.
So
multitasking.
So I got there. I think 10 minutes to Heathrow. I got a call, group call. I was like, "Oh God, what's this call about? Is someone gonna?" Anyway, I answered it, and I didn't even tell them I was driving. I got into the meeting. It wasn't me chairing the meeting or anything.
Okay.
Just people talking. But luckily for me, I wasn't asked any questions till I got into Heathrow. So I got into Heathrow. I just sat in the car because I knew, okay, I was there already. Just wait for the meeting to end.
And
I attended the customer. I actually finished work at Heathrow. I didn't bother drive. I just dropped the stuff, sat in the car, did my work. It was 5:30. I drove back home. You know? So these are the ways our personal business affects our business, but you just have to make both work. So that's my
basically
take.
It's like the hustler's anthem. You have to keep going.
Yeah, keep going, keep pushing.
No,
So
I
have you had your own battle scars?
I have. I would say it's mainly around time management.
Okay.
I remember the project I was on, the business was going through a split. So they had to release certain written standards at a particular time frame. And I had to go through about 50 written standards before the deadline. But due to the fact I was up late because I was talking to my suppliers, different time frame. So I'm up to like 2 a.m. in the morning, messaging. And I did this for like 3 days straight. Meanwhile, I'm still delivering with my work.
Yep.
It got to a point that I remember I was up so late that the next morning, work started at 9. I didn't wake up till 2. Yeah.
2
Yeah.
p.m.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I didn't first of all hear the time, but
Yeah.
carry
2 p.m. And I will never forget that day. I think I had like 4 messages, calls. To God who made me, I had to say bandwidth issue. The internet is not working. I don't know what happened. They just cut my internet, but I'm working on it. Like, I don't, you know, when you're even shaking, you're shaking because you're thinking to yourself,
What
I
just
can lose my job at this very moment. And this time, I'm in probation. So already, I'm like the duck that can just fall into the river. They don't even care. They're still testing me and sizing me what I could offer to the business.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, oh my gosh. I remember sitting on my laptop, I'm half asleep. I even cried. I even cried because
imagine.
I'm thinking all I wanted to do was make sure I sealed the deal with my supplier so I can pay them, tell them what products I need in terms of bundles, closures, like let us solidify what's going on so they can send it on time. But I've had to sacrifice sleep because I need to talk to them, and that sleep compromised the level, the quality of work I was delivering.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that morning, I remember God was on my side.
They believed everything you said, yeah.
I remember my the client spoke to me directly and said, "Oh my gosh, Hannah, there's been an issue. A hold on everything." I said, "What?"
So
First,
So
I even
basically,
muted
God,
my
yeah.
mic. I muted my mic. I said, "Oh, bear." And my partner's looking at me like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Oh, bear, you don't even know what's been going on right now." He said, "Oh, there's a hold. So what's happened within the HR department? They want to change the whole process flow for all the documents." I said, "That's even better. More time."
More
Time to change the strategy that I was implementing to the people that was actually writing it, and I was the reviewer. So at this point, I said, "Gosh, like how much longer do I have to balance these times and etc." So moving forward, it had to come to a point that I had to sacrifice Mondays and Tuesdays where I would stay up late, but I will work overtime during the day at work. So the next day I wouldn't have much to do. Something that's due 2 months later, I've already done it in a week.
Yeah.
But when I send it through, they're like, "Oh,
have you done it?"
I've already done it." But I'll even make you look, "Oh, it took so long. Oh, it even stressed
standard,
me."
Standard.
But you have, and that's what made me realize that, okay, how could I work around doing it to my favor? And that's the sacrifice you have to make. That's the sacrifice he had to make. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices that wouldn't make you feel comfortable at times, because you're probably driving to Heathrow. By the time you hit M25, the connection your laptop might go.
Yeah.
What happens then? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a sacrifice you have to make because you got to sell. But then you still got to meet demands of your business. When you was leaving the airport, 5:30, imagine the traffic. But you'll rather sacrifice that time because you've already met the need of your business and met the need of your career.
Absolutely.
So I feel like you've got to know how to navigate around both. If you're stressing, "Oh my gosh, how am I going to meet for my boss?" You will sit in the same position for 50 years if you're not careful. You will sit. You will sit.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. Like.
And wait, let me even add something that even made me laugh. I remember I was working a different job entirely when I was doing the training course. I remember I took the course so serious. 2 a.m. I was revising the notes she was giving me. Because
she's a student from somewhere else.
Like
she would be sending you messages at like 1:30, 1:45,
thinking,
2 a.m. And I'm waking up at like 5 a.m. like I always wake up, and I'm like, Anarita, why are you still awake?
And I would tell people, okay, if you want to get into this course and currently you're working, take it very serious, because the same way your career, your job pays you money, they expect money's worth from what you're doing. And your
Absolutely.
work needs to show for it. And that's why when I'm paying for a course, I need to let that person know I'm taking it very serious. It's very easy. It's very serious. It's very easy for someone to turn around and say, well, this one's not serious. The head is on the ground. Let's not even try. The hope is gone. They don't have to try. But if I give you that level of standard of dedication, you're surely going to give it back.
Of course.
And people will meet you where you're at. And that's why I always say, in this situation, it's all about how you manage and navigate yourself around your situation. Know yourself and know what you can handle, and then execute it going down.
Can I just add a point to what you just said? Knowing yourself and showing yourself, right? So there was a company I was working for a while ago in Coventry, right? They hired us 2 testers. This was my early days of testing, right? And I had no clue what I was doing. But you know what made me survive on that job? I was always willing.
Yes.
They were selling like luxury bathrooms, right? And one of the bathroom, apparently, okay, no, I'll go back later. off camera. One of the bathroom was featured in a reality TV show, right? But anyway, that's not the point. They were selling bathroom, and I was very new to software testing then, and they hired 2 guys. Both of us were Nigerian, but the other guy was Nigerian, but he was experienced, but he was very laid back. You know, he was one of those guys that'll come in. You know, when he's in meetings, he'll cross his legs.
Them ones.
You know, he comes to the office in the range. This time I was thinking, this guy is boss. You know, I was looking at him highly. But me, when they say, oh, this has gone wrong, something, you know, orders are not being processed into the warehouses, WMS, for example, I'm getting up with my laptop. I'm going to the warehouse to let the guy make me understand what has gone wrong. You know, I'm being proactive. I don't know anything, but I'm like, yes, show me. You know, I go there. I go to finance. You know, they're doing the ledger balance. This one is not connecting to this. The integration. I'm going to meet them. I'm not waiting for them to send me the email. I've heard the problem. These are days where we were working in offices, right? I go there. I go and meet them. I said, dude, what's happening? You know, I connect with them. You're building a relationship. When it was time to extend us, I kid you not, my manager, I got an email. My manager sits right in front of me. I got an email that said, from the agency that said, oh, they wanted to extend me. So I was very excited. So I looked at my manager. It's like he knew straight away. I said, he read my letter. I said, just got an extension. And he said, yeah, but that guy, I'm telling you, I swear. So I couldn't tell him. I just had to keep my own to myself. But what does that show? It just shows you that sometimes you got to make yourself known. You know, you got to make that impact. You don't need to know anything. And in my career history, even till now, I'm still learning. I go on jobs and they just like me because of the tie I'm wearing. Or you're a personable person. It's just like your personality. Can you fit in? Can you fit in? You can't fit in. Forget what you know. You're not coming in. You know, so those things are very important.
I mean, so some of the, there are some keywords that you guys have mentioned there that is not just applicable as someone working a 9 to 5, but is also applicable to business. 1, you have to be motivated, right? 2, you have to be determined or determination. 3, you have to be a hard worker. Yeah, those 3 things, right? And there's one mistake people make. Yes, sometimes the 9 to 5 may not necessarily be, you may just be covering the bills, but you want to have that extra to be able to build wealth, right? When you start a business, don't start a business because you're looking for money. Start a business to solve a problem.
Absolutely.
You start a business to solve a problem. You have to, if you're doing it for the money, when times are hard, because times will get hard, right? You will fall. Okay, but if you are trying to solve a problem, and not just a problem of, oh yeah, who likes I am actually the best? No. I'm saying like a serious problem that you're passionate about. If you have that kind of thing that you have to solve, then obviously when the going gets bad, you will still stick to it. Do you get what I mean? Okay, all right.
Because I feel like even with that point, a lot of people that want to get into our world, I feel like what they do first is say, oh, how much money do they pay you? Oh, what's the benefit? Can we stay at home and work? And then I'm like, yeah, but what do you love about it? What value do you want to add? Because the first thing they're going to ask you, what value can you bring to the project? Because as well as you testing, what idea are you going to bring in terms of the processes to get to the testing stage? Can you bring that you made a difference before you came in? Me as a PMO, before they if they have a PMO office, fair, and they were doing stuff that that you would go round to the M25, back to the A13, and I thought, oh, I've got a process that you can just go straight on the A13. You're providing solutions. You're adding value. If you ain't going into this industry to being ready to add value, you're easily seen as the person that. Do we need this person?
You're dispensable.
You're very disposable.
And disposable. Yeah,
and that's why I said the vim, the energy you give to your career. If you want to start a business on the side, you've got to match that energy on the other side.
Yeah.
And the reason why your business works, my business works, is because you've seen something, you've kind of solved the problem that, okay, I want to make this person feel like this. That kind of mindset, I then infiltrate that into my career. When I go into a meeting and I'm talking about PSR reports, when I give the opportunity for people to talk about what they've raised, I want them to be able to talk about what they've raised and actually reflect back if what they are saying makes sense. And in future meetings, what would you do different? Always add purpose, always add something in what you're doing, wherever you are, that people always say, I remember you. You did this.
Yeah, I mean that word, right? Purpose. Right, so if you guys notice, what I do is I listen to you guys speak and I pick out some keywords there.
You do.
Yeah. So you see that word purpose, right? Like I always say to people, a man or a woman with no purpose, literally, like you will just live your life and once you die, no legacy, gone. Dead and gone. Do you understand? And you know, this whole word around purpose, right? I have a lot of people that reach out to say, oh yeah, we're trying to get into project management. No, the typical one is, oh, I want to do BA.
That's so popular.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Is I want to do BA.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
And wait, they don't even know what
and
it
I'm
is
like,
yet.
and then I'm like,
That's what
do you know what? And I'm like, okay. So why do you want to be a BA? Oh yeah, because I've got a business management degree. I'm like, okay.
I had one.
Okay, but what I always say to people is, like, when I have that conversation, the first question is, why? Why are you trying to get into project management? Like, there are lots of roles in project management, so it's not just like, oh, one role in project management. There are lots of roles, but why do you want to get into it? And the approach is, have a conversation to understand why they want to do it. Try to drag out some of their personality traits, because again, the job role you're doing has to be tied to your personality trait. If you're an introverted person, right, you can't be a project manager or be a PMO, right? You have to be we'll be doing that software testing now. Do you understand? You are not even introverted. Do you understand? I can imagine the kind of trouble you'll be causing for them. Before you're not even introverted. Do you understand? So you have to align your personality trait to whatever job role you have to do. Okay. So keyword here is, why do you want to do it? So if you're going to call me tomorrow, get ready for that question. Why?
The why is very important.
Yeah, and then there was another word you said there, value. Now, the value, when you jumped on the course, the value you placed on the course is what drove you to stay up at night to do all the work that I asked you to do, right? It was that same value that drove the hard work and determination. And boy, she got a job in like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Right? Like, so it was that drive, it was that determination.
People are waiting for years to get their first
job. Yeah, exactly. And I always say to people, right, like, we don't work wonders at the Newleaf, right? We work with you. It's a symbiotic relationship. You put in the work, we put in the work, you will see the results. But if you think that because you paid for a course, a result is going to happen without you putting in the work, I'm sorry.
It's not gonna happen.
Do you get what I mean? I'm sorry. So basically, keywords here, purpose, why are we doing this? Determination, we absolutely what can we do to ensure that, we are motivated, we are driven, right? Have you guys ever had a point when the motivation was low?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you get criticized for, I wouldn't say criticized, but what you produced isn't up to scratch.
And or someone is telling you?
I think I knew, but I thought I could get away with it. That's just
Okay.
me being honest.
Okay.
So you
And-
kind of agreed with it.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair point.
Respectable.
Sometimes-
No, yeah. You have to.
I want to keep it as transparent as possible because I feel like people genuinely go through this. You have days where, for example, there was a raid log, and I had to review the raid log, making sure that everyone, the mitigating actions that they put was justifiable for the rank status that they had put for their risk.
Yeah.
So at that moment, I looked at it. I thought I cross-checked it correctly. I signed it off. I sent it to my project manager. Came back to me and said, "Hannah, are you sure you read this? We need to have a one-to-one." When he said one-to-one, I said, "Oh yeah, I definitely messed up." And to be honest, in fairness, I was tired. I just looked at it. I said, "Oh, yep, filled." You know when you looked at something that everything is filled out, so it's fine.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Fine.
Didn't
Thought
read
that'll
it.
go.
I didn't
Yeah.
care. And no, I did care, but I didn't read it. But I just crushed, when you skim through it, and I sent it to the project manager. But when he did the one-to-one and he explained to me, the first thing he said to me is, "Hannah, is everything okay?" That's I hope everything's okay.
On a one, what's going on?
But really and truly, I believe, yes, really and truly, during that time, I suffered a loss of one of my friends. That my whole morale for working or doing anything wasn't there, and I felt like I tried to take away my personal life from my career. And I remember my project manager actually turned around to me and said that the reason why we create an environment where people can be transparent, because we need to know where your head is at. If your head isn't at your work right now, you are at the moments where we need you to be up here, it's going to be down here, and it causes a big trouble for the whole
For the whole
business.
team. Yeah.
So I was transparent. I said it as professional as possible. He said, "Take 2 days off,
Yeah.
call off." And I felt like when I came back re-energized, and I knew my mistake, and I knew moving forward, this is what I'm not going to do anymore. I know how to cross-check things, and I'm going to do things properly. And that was a lesson learned for me. And it made me realize that there's some points at work, you're not Superman. But to remain the level of high consistency of work you produce, if you know you're not at that point in that day you're working, it's okay to step back and say, "Boss, today
Can't.
and I want to keep that consistency. So let me just step back, recuperate myself, and then come back to work." And that's not an issue to do that.
Yeah, no, I respect that still.
Yeah,
Respect
and
that.
I feel like you've got to do that, because reputation is very key.
Yeah,
You can do something wrong, even as much as they like you, they'll remember that too.
of course.
They'll probably avoid you from doing that that same particular
They
time.
give her this.
Give her this. They
We
will do
like
that.
her, we like her, but
It takes
that's-
a long time to redeem yourself.
Yeah.
It takes a
To
long
trust you.
time. So I'm that type of person. I feel disheartened when opportunities are taken away from me. Do you get what I mean? Because I'm thinking, this is part of my objectives. I want to do it. I want to push myself. I want to challenge myself. So don't take that away from me. So I know there's a level of professionalism I need to hold when being transparent to my project manager and emphasizing on the fact that I want to produce high level of output to you. So when I'm not in the right mind frame, I'm not saying this is consistent, but I want to be very clear. So I manage your expectations. And people don't do that. People don't do that. And then you hear tomorrow, "Oh, Tolu, you know, at work, they accidentally sacked me." And you're like, "How?"
Accidentally.
Because
Accidentally sacked
that's how they will say
People,
it.
people give you their
That's
own
what they
story,
will-
their own
Yeah.
version.
Yeah, that's what they will do. And then you're looking how. because I had to drop my child to school. Then I was half an hour late. I did it for 4 times in a row. Why couldn't you just have a one-to-one meeting with your
And
boss?
just ask for help. You need some more time. Well, can I start early or can I start late or that kind of thing? You know, because I mean, these people, they are people as well, right?
Yes.
You understand? So they
You know,
want
these people are
to. They
people.
want to.
They have
want to
pressure as
help
well.
you.
They need to deliver.
Yeah.
People don't.
Yeah, they
always
definitely
understand
want. They definitely want to help you. You know. So, what about you?
I've had similar. You know, in the early stages of my career, I used to literally bump heads with my manager.
Oh wow.
Like bump heads because I didn't think I was at that level of professionalism because I was new in the industry, and I thought my fighting way was to fight back. Not
No,
physical
the
fight,
fact,
but
but I understand.
yeah.
there was always that.
Yeah.
But what I realized is, as I move on from job to job, I got better because I always knew my mistakes.
I learned from
And
it.
the way you criticize me would make me see, I'm like, hold on, this guy just criticized my work. I didn't reflect. I'm like, hold on, how do I get better at this thing? I don't know. This is a weakness. You know, I know my strengths and my weaknesses. So I just work on them. One thing I was very bad at was multitasking in my early stage. I am very much focused on one task, and I tend not to ask questions. I tend to act like, you know, if I ask, what would they think? But now, I kid you not, I'm a
If you don't know, you
serial
ask.
question asker.
Serial.
If there's a word, if there's a word like that,
Serial
because
question
I'm a
asker.
tester, right? Firstly, if you hire me on a job, the first thing I'll ask you is, you can talk all you like from now to December. I'll say, where's the requirement?
Yeah.
That's you can say everything. Talk all the buzzwords.
There you go,
I say,
Sorosuke.
Mr. Sa, where's the requirement? I need requirement. That works. That's good practice.
Yeah.
It's been proven
Yeah.
that requirements for us to analyze works. Not you yapping. That's no requirement to me.
Facts.
Give me a document. I will review the document. I will prepare questions on areas that I'm not so clear about, because these things are what drives the project, or how I do my test planning on what we need. Do we even need extra? Do we even need resources? We don't know. So if we don't have a clear, focused requirement, like there was a job I did, right? It was a joke, right? I put no requirement, no testing. Like even my boss sees it and he comes, they just laugh.
Yeah.
But it's in testing, you need to have requirements. In my industry, you need to have requirements. So I would say, requirements, please. Requirements. That's all I ask for. A lot of places to today don't even have requirements, but we work with them.
When
We
they're
work
doing,
with
when
them,
doing
but
their jobs.
I let them know that this is a risk, right? Testing we're doing here is risk based. Whatever you get, so you know, I'll write up a document to say, right, we're testing based on a risk, and there's only so much we can do. This is the information we have. Anything else that comes out of this is on you.
So
Once they can agree on that, then we're fine. So I've had to learn this over the years.
Okay.
If you give me a requirement today, straight away reading it, I might understand some points, maybe 50% or 10%. If I don't understand, I'll say, guys, this requirement isn't clear. For us to test, it needs to be clear. How do you expect me to do a job with an unclear requirement? So,
and do you
and
know I'm
that's
going to start
always
calling?
worked
I'm
in
going to
my
start calling Ade Mr. Requirement.
I'm
Mr. Requirement.
Mr. Requirement, because it works, and that has always worked in my favor, because I've been hired on jobs, and one of my bosses had to call me and say, we've never seen anyone that asks for requirements so much. But when I was leaving there, and I'm not saying this to be proud or anything.
Yeah.
When I left this company, they literally, even I almost cried, because I thought, hold on, did I do so well?
Flowers.
Yeah, you
No,
feel
did I
like
did I do so well?
yeah.
Because head of finance came, like everyone, like I didn't even know this was her. I just came into the room. I just came out from one meal and I came out. I knew that was my last week. You know, I'd been there for like 3 years, and they just said, sit down, and I'm like, sit down, like what's happening? Everyone just came, started talking, saying things I did, how I come into the office, you know, how I greet everyone, so home. And these were things I didn't even know I did.
Yeah.
For you to hear what you've done from other people that you don't even relate to was a lot for me. And what I took from there is, you know what, you just have to make an impact. Anywhere you go,
Make an impact.
keep making an impact, big or small. You know, keep making that impact, and that's always worked. I missed that
It's
requirement from
I
the requirement is
think
very
it's
important.
about so one thing I'll pick from what you said there, obviously, apart from Mr. Requirements, is the fact that, I mean, no matter what job you do, okay, you're a human being at the end of the
Yes.
day. Okay. So you have to be personable.
Yeah.
Okay. You have to be personal. You have to be likable. Okay. So even if some people can reach out and say, oh yeah, I want to be a PMO, for example, right? And I asked them some questions. Actually, there was this particular lady doing the training. She did something horribly wrong, like behavior-wise. I had to pull her to the side to say, you can't actually do this, because if you do this in a job, not only will you get a HR case,
Probably arrest you.
you get fired. So you can't do this, But guys, so what I'm going to, so basically, yeah, from
Sorry,
everything we've
Tolu.
spoken about,
I
yeah,
won't forgive myself if I
if
don't,
you don't say it,
this.
okay,
In terms of requirements,
yeah,
I just want to put this out there from a PMO perspective.
yeah,
That requirements attribute is so key,
okay.
because I feel like as a PMO with time out.
So you guys, you've been heard now.
Yeah.
As a tester, you've been
Yeah, I
heard. The
think
PMOs
it's-
have heard you
No,
guys.
no, it's
Requirements.
very, very key, because as a PMO, I've had to learn there's nothing wrong with over communicating. When you go into meetings, it's okay to play back what is the requirement, document it in the email so you're covered. Always play back what you say. And I always say this, when you go as a PMO, never, the first time they size you up is when you have a meeting and you don't have nothing to email back to them to say, okay, what's the next steps?
Yeah.
As discussed
Action
in
plan.
because that shows your level of expertise. That shows you're attentive to what they want you to deliver, and you've played it back. So there's clear transparency, communication. There's no, oh, I didn't say that. Yes, I did. You did say that.
You did.
It's in the email I sent you on so and so date. So I think what he does is fantastic, and I just wanted to say you on a PMO level, because I don't want them to think from a tester's perspective it's only for testers. No, it's for PMOs,
Across
project
board.
managers, across board.
Requirements very
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
Because requirements is not just about
It's not just
the
about testing,
shopping list of what we
Yeah.
need to develop a product is general, like across board.
Yeah.
As a PMO, like you said, you need to know what you need to do at the right time.
Yeah.
So I mean, what we've spoken about here today is literally looking at lived experiences from Ade's perspective, from Anna's perspective, about how to balance your 9-to-5 job, your career, and how to balance your business. Some of the personal attributes that you need to have. So you need to be hardworking, you need to be filled with purpose, you need to be determined, you need to be personable, just all those kind of like general, skills, stakeholder skills that you need to have. Now, are you out there? Are you running a business, but the business is a bit struggling a bit, and you're thinking, I would like to transition into something? Project management is probably the one for you, because the skills that you will learn in a project management role would help you drive your business forward. On the other hand, are you in a job and you're not really happy in your job, and you're looking to transition into project management? You're probably thinking, right, and we can help you, because the skills, again, that you will learn working in project management would help you to have that moonshot idea that can solve a problem that would then lead to a business. You're thinking project management, you think Newleaf. We're here for you. We care. We would not just train you, we would induct you into our clan, our family, right? And we would work with you up until when you get a job, right? Inducting you into our family is the power of networking. Talking about networking, we're having an event,
Yeah.
right? We're having a networking event.
I didn't get the memo.
Calm down.
Make sure you're
Calm
there.
down. We're having a networking event. We're calling it the Newleaf Alumni and Friends. It's the power of networking. It's going to be happening on the 29th of October at the Holiday Inn, London, Stratford. So the whole essence of what we're trying to achieve here is we've trained so many people over the years, right? So we want the guys that we've trained, got jobs, not got jobs, and their friends, let's all meet in one place. We're going to be putting you guys in touch with like recruiters, business owners, consultants, right? Just so that, you can speak to these people, try to interact with them, exchange contacts, and just network. Because you will get to a point in your career where it's not just about going on LinkedIn and JobServe, right? Somebody can just call you and say, oh, I met you at this event. I think we have something in common. And because of that, I want to help you. Not because I think you're qualified.
Yeah.
Just because I think you got something in common. So that event, I think it will be, I'm very, very sure that you guys will you benefit from it, okay? So if you would like to be part of that event, please go on our Instagram page at the Newleaf Group _ in our bio. You've got a link there where you can buy the tickets, okay? And then something else that we're doing as well, we're having a masterclass on the 3rd of September. It's an introduction to project management masterclass. It's a 3-hour masterclass. And the reason why we're having this masterclass, guys, is because the calls where people say, I want to be a BA, I want to be a tester, I want to be a, it's like just bringing everybody into one place to say, okay, fine, for the Awanas, right? I can talk to you about what project management is all about, the different roles that we've got in project management, the different project management methodologies, and diving deep into some of these roles and how your personality traits is best suited to those jobs. So the main outcome of this is to help you make an informed decision, because there's nothing as bad as paying for a course and doing something that at the end of the day you don't think is going to be useless for you. Yeah. Okay. So that masterclass happening on the 3rd of September, 2:30. Again, if you'd like to join that masterclass, it's easy peasy, quite cheap. Go on our Instagram page at the Newleaf Group _ link is in our bio, and you can get tickets for the masterclass as well. So thank you guys so much, my people. Ade, software tester extraordinary, and CEO, founder, Dominante One. You want to reach out, you want to buy some merch, www.dominante1.co.uk. You can also find Dominante One on Instagram, Dominante1 _ and on TikTok, Dominance1 _. Don't dull it. I'm my sister, a narrator. Chem Wigs. Someone need Chem Wigs. Chem Wigs. What's the? Tell us what your socials, your website.
So you can find us on www.chemwigs.co.uk, on Instagram, and Twitter is the same handle, ChemWigs. So yeah, open to purchase, and you can reach out to us for any special requirements for measurements or length adjustments. We're open to serve you diligently.
Cool. Nice one. So guys, as always, you can always reach out to us on Instagram at the Newleaf Group _ We're now on TikTok as well. Yay! At the Newleaf Group. Our website, www.thenewleafgroup.co.uk. Guys, don't forget to like when you watch, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Now, the reason why we're asking for you to share is, like, the angle we bring into this is talking about people's lived experiences, and not just like random people, like professional people. You get what I mean? So you actually, there's something that will say that they would actually say that would actually resonate with you. Okay. My favorite word, we can drop some nuggets. One day, McDonald's a sponsor, but till then, we can drop some nuggets and gems that you guys will be useful for you guys. So please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. So until we speak again, your host with the most, Tolu, signing out. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye.
Newleaf Podcast. Project Management Insights. Be assured.